Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cleveland Browns.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Gain of 12.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 42 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means you're off.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Davian Williams, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Browns nothing. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll be decision to bring it out of the So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Darquez Denard there to make the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And his throw is incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's third down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
He's going deep for Brown. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
33-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Flushed out right. And he rifles one incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
So they run the option here on 1st and 10.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. Past the 20. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. A huge play there on the screen pass, and even 40 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. To the air again, Herbert. The quick slant caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Damian Williams with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Browns nothing.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
By the Eagles.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones, and he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts him in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
With the score, Eagles 14, Browns nothing.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
Again at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 19-yard line.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. And that'll be incomplete.
Winston
took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's Winston. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Jones. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
Anthony Brown there on the tackle. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15.
15 at the Eagles' 40-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go. And this is caught inside the 5. But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Now Jones. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
They'll try again with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Ronald Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are back within a score. And that one makes it 14-7.
Good. Makes the score Eagles 14, Browns 7. Will Lutz set
after the touchdown. Lutz to kick it off. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
makes the score Eagles 21, Browns 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
Let's get that swagger, y'all.
And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Ndamukong Suh in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. On the counter, here's Jones. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll hit. Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he will not make it. They stop him short of the first down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. On 1st down, it's Herbert. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Williams. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Well, we know it's a tough mission for this defense to hold them to a field goal after that long kick return, but they're one play away from doing it.
They certainly are very close to accomplishing what they needed to get done because they've treated this like a sudden change. You know, when the offense turns the ball over on a fumble or an interception, before you go out, you get together as a defense and go, sudden change, keep your poise, be ready to go. That's exactly what this group has done.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Damian Williams on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Eagles 35, Browns 7. Chris
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. John Simon that time coming through to make the play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Well set to kick off.
The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Winston now to throw on first down. And this is going to be incomplete. Thomas the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. For Jameis Winston, boy, an NFL record 7 pick-6s thrown last year, part of his 30-interception season. And he throws another wayward ball here that's returned the distance. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
And this carries into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they just had that pick-6. I guess the only positive maybe them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Second down, Winston. Looking long for Westbrook. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
They'll take over.
So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
A gain of 8.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles continue to roll. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
To go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Winston. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Jones, the ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he completes it to Westbrook.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Winston. Now they go screen. It's complete. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line.
That's good.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense overcommitting. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Ronald Jones with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. So they get 1 score back, but still a long ways to go here in this 3rd quarter.
Browns 14.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. He's going deep for Brown. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Brown with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Eagles are pouring it on. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use than that. I mean, 1 play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10.
Throwing, Winston. Looking long for Thomas. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The open man is Westbrook.
And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. To the air again with Winston. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Back shift 33. Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Follow. Check back 33.
Jameis again. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the...
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
Well, pass there, complete to Westbrook.
7 yards to pick up there.
Westbrook. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
At the 42-yard line. A 2-yard pickup.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
That's good.
Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
Now Winston. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
For a Cleveland.
23 yards on the play. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down.
That's another Browns 1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. 2nd down and goal. Winston toward the pylon, caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns able to get this one back to within at least some measure of respectability. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Browns 21.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's got a man. It's Williams.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
A little juke. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
But I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Philadelphia.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD.
Defensive
Offensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A good pick up there, 26 yards. Winston now. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And now here is another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
First down, Eagles. Today's final score, Eagles.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Philadelphia, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.